Here on Kaya 959, today we are here to report the news. I go by the name of Tshepe.
You are too serious.
Okay. Hey, Kaya family.
I'm Salamina Mosese, and this is my crazy husband, Tshepe Howza Mosese.
Yeah, baby. And we are here today. This is our second time here.
Yes,
right?
And the last time we were here, the Kaya FM fam welcomed us so nicely. So we're looking forward to taking over best tea in the city for the day.
Shout out to T-Boss for giving us the platform to also express ourselves. So for me, I'm very excited about the blind spot because I listen to T-Boss show quite often, especially for the blind spot because it gives us an opportunity to learn our own blind spots through someone else's story. So I'm really looking forward to hearing what today's topic is about.
And of course, we are talking about giving people their flowers while they can still smell them. So that's just us spreading positivity and hearing from you guys about who you want to big up in your life, who's doing something, whether it's big or small.
I came across a very powerful quote by a jazz musician by the name of Lionel Hampton, and he says, "Gratitude is when memories are stored in the heart and not the mind."
Boo!
Young sharp between heart and stomach. Because there's no better truth than that. Because Marapilo, so I really want to hear the voice notes. Who do you want to celebrate today? Spread the love and
That WhatsApp number is 063 688 0959.
On my side, the person that I would love to give her flowers, yes, that's my mom. That's my mom. I know that as her daughter, we always have our ups and downs with her since we've grown. But you know what? I just love her to bits. I just love my mom, the unconditional love that she has for us and our children as well. She's been there. I don't want to lie. She has been there since day one. I'm 44 and now she is 84 this year. But you know what? They talk about our mothers.
Morning, Howza and your wife. The person that deserves flowers. My older brother. My older brother has been a pillar of strength in my life when I was down. He made sure I was okay financially when I was down. He would send me money every month to say, "Sisters, are you okay? What do you need? Do you have food?" He would take portion of his salary and send me. I feel like crying right now. He deserves the flowers.
I want to thank me. I want to appreciate myself for withstanding all the trying times and still coming out to be at the winning end. I want to appreciate myself, hug myself, and be selfish about it. Gratitude to myself and be grateful for the woman that I've become, raising kids on my own and working hard.
Oh man, that's beautiful. You know, there are so many people that we have to acknowledge in our lives, whether they come in the capacity of being a caregiver, a parent, a teacher who has schooled you and helped cultivated you to becoming the best version of yourself. And this is what I'm hearing, Hakuta, these voice notes. And it's very encouraging and inspiring because people do want to be acknowledged. Facts. So please continue rolling in those voice notes. We would really love to hear who you want to celebrate, and let's celebrate them with you. Kaya 959 on the street, on the air, still hanging out with Howza and my wife Salamina. Hope you're enjoying the playlist. While we're on that, we are talking about the blind spot. Baba, I'm doing well, right? I'm doing well. Okay, let's talk about the blind spot because that's a heated subject now, right?
Yes.
So husband is accusing wife of being financially irresponsible. Oh. So let's hear what the voices say because this is a tough one.
Abutaka, you don't have any blind spot here. Your wife, she is selfish. She is selfish. Clearly, o shebile wena while you are suffering to make things for the family, or family idule ele sharp, while yena on the other hand she knows gore yena she's saving her money for a new car. That's being selfish. Come on. How nahanel? You have a right. You can ask her gore I'll fair the bank statement so that you can see gore really she was saving for that car, or maybe it was somewhere else. Who knows? Maybe there's somebody else outside there. He made it possible for her to have that car. But your wife Hashap, she's very selfish.
My guy, you are well within your rights to feel the way you feel. I know I would certainly feel the way you are feeling, betrayed, so to speak, because you guys had made a commitment and you had an agreement that you will tackle your financial life in such a way, and then she broke that promise. And then, you are within your right to feel how you feel, my brother. I don't know how she would feel if the roles were reversed and then you are the one who did what she did. But I, for one, my brother, I am with you. You don't have a blind spot here, my guy. You are within your right to feel the way you feel.
Here's what I think. She shouldn't surprise Mtohai Kahubuamak. Feel like, that's not proper. Mara, he shouldn't be too angry. Like, using the term furious, I know, chill. Like, be chilled about the matter. It's a good thing either way, Waban. So, And when coming to asking for the bank statement, it's a bit too much.
Overkill.
Yeah. I think, they had me at bank statements, because that says to me that there could really be trust issues here. But tell us more. What do you think?
Is she being selfish though, guys? Whatever happened to Yakakiahao? Like, these people are, aren't they married? Askoleya family, or am I oversimplifying things?
Yeah. And also a level of competition there, perhaps, right? If she's saying, if she's assuming he's jealous, then that means there's rivalry. Chiefs and Pirates are a relationship. That's it.
Oh. I don't know, man.
What do you think?
Look, I want to hear more voice notes, but I feel like perhaps we haven't taken into account that some people just genuinely have that. I'm thinking it's more that.
So that it was coming from a place of...
could it have come from a genuine place, guys? Or maybe she knew. If she asked for permission, the permission won't come, but you can apologize after.
The Blind Spot on the best heat in the city.
My wife and I have been married for about 5 years. When we got married, we both agreed, Uguti, I will pay for the bond, school fees, and other small things. Yena, she takes care of groceries, kids' clothes, and we each pay for our own cars and insurances. Last year, my wife told me, Uguti, she is struggling to keep up with her payments. I was not understanding, as she could not really point out what the issue was, but I stepped in to help. About 3 weeks ago, then my wife comes back home with a new car. I won't lie, I could not hide my disappointed face. I asked her how she got the car, as she was the very same person who was struggling. She told me, Uguti, she wanted to surprise me and she had been saving money. I was furious, and until today, I feel betrayed. We are not really on speaking terms at the moment. She just seems to think, Uguti, I am jealous, but she committed financial infidelity. I don't mind my wife getting a new car, but the circumstances in which she got it do not sit very well with me. Should I indeed be happy for my wife, or am I well within my rights to feel betrayed? Would I be wrong to ask her to show me her bank statements and how she went about saving this money? What could be my blind spot here?
So many smiles of shame on the other side of the table.
You know, the executive producer, Zulu, was saying that sounds like something I would do. I'm actually offended, Zulu. I would. That is just so cool. Like, I've got problems, honey, but here, I got myself a new ride.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kodwa nangumyeni la uthi umfazi was using imali yasendlini irresponsibly. What's your take on that, Mfundo?
I think he does need to ask for the bank statement. Honestly speaking, they're married. There should have never been these kind of secrets. So I'm surprised at the fact that he doesn't have access to her bank statement to begin with. I would assume they should all be transparent. So she has committed financial infidelity, as he put it. It sounds extreme, but yeah, I think if you've become one, everything pertaining to finances must be disclosed. They should have both made the decision. I don't even think there are surprises in marriage, guys, when they involve money. A wife sometimes would think, okay, so you wanted to surprise me, but you're going to use our savings, so maybe let's talk about it. So I'd like to believe there's no longer any spontaneity when it comes to money.
Yes.
I think.
A blind spot that I'm picking up, guys, would it have made a difference if she had bought the car for him?
No.
Is the problem that the car is for her?
The problem is that she's saying she's got financial problems and she's not able to afford the other responsibilities within the household. So he has taken on those responsibilities, which means that they are financially in that household.
Okay.
So how is a new car coming about if they don't have enough finances already to manage the basics within the house?
Yeah.
Maybe that was her blind spot then,
Yes.
thinking that she's doing something out of, goodness, right? Only to realize that, a conversation still needed to be had prior to taking that big step. I mentioned in Dabaye Yama room divider. Dali Pulimis.
Yeah.
But also, wait. How are they married, guys? We don't know. Is it like a prenup situation? What kind of marriage contract do they
Yes.
have? These things matter. Because I think I've been sitting here asking myself, did they have a conversation when he bought his car maybe? Are they people who actually discuss these big financial decisions? Have they done it before? So was there a precedent set before?
Yeah.
And maybe she just went in blindly thinking, like,
Yeah. No, I think we are missing that aspect of the marriage regime that they entered into, honestly speaking, because if they're saying, my car, I'm paying her debts, meaning they do have separate debts, probably, in this instance, because otherwise there would be debts for the household, honestly. Yes, in as much as my car's mine, my husband's car is his, purely because of preference, I like this or he like that. But the debts are ours, but they seem to have their own debts, so probably it's out of community. But still, I think she betrayed him. When it comes to money, you must talk. You must talk.
Yeah. You are still tuned into Kaya 959 on the street and on the air. Let's hear your final thoughts on our blind spot feature.
Mina, blind spotting is that you are angry about the whole situation. Can I suggest that you go back to the drawing board with your wife, sit down, lay the facts on the table. I beg my facts on the table, because what you understood was that I got afford it, and then she comes with the car, we surprise her. I surprises but not the car, especially when the person claims financially I go well off. All the best, my brother. If there's one thing that is worth fighting for is marriage, and you don't want is the material position,
this lady, she's wrong, She's wrong. I don't think she had any financial difficulties. She just wanted a way to save, of which was very wrong. She could have discussed this with him, and how about we do 1, 2, 3, and then we buy a car. Understand? That for me is not a surprise at all. It's not a surprise at all. She manipulated this guy, her husband. It's wrong. You don't do that.
Hi, concerning today's topic, I see nothing wrong with the wife kind of trying to surprise her man or her husband. Because firstly, Koloi was a bit and when it comes to surprises, then I don't see why she had to communicate. So yeah, Koloi and the husband must live with that. At times, Basadi they like to surprise us too. I think it's the case. So it's your wife at the end of the day, and as I said, Koloi. So yeah.
Koloi guys. Hasia hai fela limu.
That's what I think.
It's for the family. However, so getting back to my testimony, when we were early in our marriage, there were so many things that we had to learn from knowing how to communicate with your spouse, knowing how to confide in your spouse and talk about very difficult things like finances and all those things. So in the early days was just as guilty as the wife here. Because I remember
I was also living for what people think outside. I'll buy a fancy car, think just so that I can get approval. And with the hope that they will appreciate the car as well and say, no, I know, amandla wethu. But I remember, I was in the dog box check for a solid 2 days. But when I was, in hindsight, when I was thinking about it, I realized that, communication clearly is where I am lacking. And just transparency, full transparency. Yes, it could come from a good place, or you are trying to surprise them. But if you're going to spend a lot of money that you and your spouse are working so hard for, the least you can do is just have that discussion, especially about something like a car. What do you think?
But look, I think in closing, for me, the big thing is that we grow within marriage. And I think our financial literacy has also increased through us communicating openly and honestly with each other. There's no manual coming in.
Right.
We try to make the rules, but every now and then, So all I would say to Anonymous is, I genuinely hope the two of you can come together and get back onto the same page. I think finances are a big deal.
Yep.
But also, we are learning each other's financial language, because that's also a thing, guys.
Right.
We come from different backgrounds. How I dealt with money, like when you met me, I already owned properties, you didn't. So sometimes it was just for me to understand that these were your first big purchase decisions and they meant something to you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it was also just coming from a place of empathy.
Right.
So that's all I'll ask for. Empathy for wifey, and then enjoy Ankoloi together, guys.
Yeah.
Have those road trips, have fun, but going forward, I think there's definitely room for you to hold hands and just say, okay, cool. What is our financial language? What are the rules? What are big purchase decisions? And how do we forge direction going forward?
Yeah.
And I think that wraps up the blind spot, right, guys?
It was a tough one.
Yeah, I know.
It was a very tough one.
Listen, I've got steam coming out of my ears. So I think favorite lyric is going to lighten the mood in Johannesburg.
Yep. Yeah, beautiful.
We have a caller. Caller, you are live.
Hello, Uncle Tshepo and Auntie Sally.
Hello.
You guys did such an amazing job today.
Oh, you're so kind. Thank you so much.
You have been killing it. You also revealed your age with all your music selection.
Yo, itompa siphumile laphaya, ne?
I just recognized the voice. That's Stefina.
Hi, wena. Udlala kabi?
That's my bestie, guys. That's my bestie.
Hey, Groenie.
You guys. Hi, Mosese. How are you?
Are we good, man? We good. We woke you up.
You guys have killed it.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, baby.
You guys killed it. I was like, whoa, hold on. Tibo's going to get his job back after this.
We want him to come back and then join.
Yeah, no.
A group project.
Thank you.
Sorry for waking you up so early in the morning. We had to drop our youngest one at Stefina's house so that she can take her to school because we had to be here.
It takes a village, guys.
So go on how to walk grumpy yaka. But thank you.
No, look, I was shocked myself, but we gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
For sure. Go. Ay, amalanga wafa. No. What a ritza.
Something Soweto, Lord Weezy, Maz Music, Amalanga Ofani.
Yeah,
I love that.
I love something Soweto, like, you know, like my piano is just on another level, especially now that much later on, they added the singing dynamic to it, you know, and it just
the South African music is top tier.
Dwana.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Guys, it's been incredible. Thank you so much for having us.
No.
Rakubiwa.
No.
Rakubiwa.
No.
Andy needs to come on. Thank you so much for having us. It's been awesome. The entire team here at Kaya 959, but also most importantly, thank you for engaging with us on the voice notes. We have had the time of our life, and we look forward to you having us back. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
And I always say, like, I've always received love like Kaya, you know. Even the last time when we were here, you know, the listeners were holding us down, engaging in conversations with us, and I really love that. It's a very warm place to be here, especially in the morning to start up your day. Like, now my day is set. I'm gonna have the greatest of days only because I spent the day on the street, on the air.
When